Welcome to Magic Tarot. I have another pick a card for you all. So you have three piles pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. The timestamps will be down below. The question is, what is September bringing for you? So again, I would like to point out pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. The timestamps will be down below. So let's proceed with the reading. So the ones who have chosen pile number 1, the cards are Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords. How about I keep it this way because you have more cards for you. So you have Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Two of Cups. Oh, sorry, Two of Swords. Then Four of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Ace of Swords. And you have the Hierophant. And from the Wisdom Oracle, you have By the Book. So, what is September bringing you? This particular month, you will have a lot of major changes happening for you. So, these major changes, it would all pertain to a lot of mental activity. You'll be a lot in your head with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I feel like this entire month of September, I think you're going to think a lot about a lot of things. It'll be the choices that you have to be making, and then you in certain situations, I think this choice will go about bringing you a lot of confusion into your life, and but then you're going to have clarity. Okay, so with the Ace of Swords here, okay, with the Ace of Swords, you are going to have the clarity that you're looking out for. But then there's going to be this moment where you're going to feel stuck, and you would not want to take up a responsibility of making a choice. And this choice can pertain to your work life as well, or it can pertain to any form of love interest. And you have from the Wisdom Oracle, you have By the Book. What I feel is with the Six of Cups here, okay, I have a feeling like you will be going back to something old, in the sense like this can pertain to an interest of yours, which you had left when it was like it brought you a lot of pleasure, but then you stopped doing that for some reason. Okay, it was just for a fleeting moment or something which was temporary. But then I think you would want to bring it back into your life. It can be something like you were good at painting, you were good at singing, or another interest of yours which just brought you a lot of pleasure, but then you kind of left it. And I think you would want to pursue it once again because you have this Ace of Cups, and just thinking about pursuing this particular interest of yours would bring about a lot of pleasure for you, a lot of satisfaction, the emotional satisfaction that you are actually looking out for. You will have that emotional satisfaction. And By the Book talks about what you have to be doing is, if you are seeking something new in your life, try to figure out a particular person, or try to figure out the people who have done that. So if you are completely shifting from one stream to another stream, let's just say you were into, like, you were something you were doing something very logical, and all of a sudden you are like something analytical relating to accounts or something like that, and then all of a sudden you want to get into a creative field, then search for someone who is already reached to a position that you are seeking. So the end result, or if you want to be a singer, so if there is someone who sings well, how have they gone about? Like, it's like by the book says, like, it talks about the fact, like, follow the rules, follow those you can say the guidelines, like, how the law of attraction works, how karma works, or how these laws work out for you. So by the book talks about that. And what I feel is, with a hierophant, I feel like you will be learning something new in this particular month. So I have a feeling like you people are actually seeking out something new in your life. So with the Hierophant, you will be required to learn something new. And with the Four of Wands, this talks about commitment. So I think you are going to be totally dedicated towards what you want for yourself. So there's going to be a full dedication because it brings you a lot of satisfaction with the Ace of Cups. So there are a lot of new beginnings happening into your life. So you are getting satisfaction, as well as you will be cutting out people who are not serving you. You will be, you will use this Ace of Sword to cut off people who are not real, who do not have the best interest of you in their heart. And the other reading for this particular pile could be, okay, relating to love, it would be that, you feel nostalgic about someone from your past. And but then there is new beginning in love also happening for you. And that particular person that with whom you would have a new beginning, that particular person is willing to give you the commitment that you are seeking. But I think you are going to be at a crossroad, and in a dilemma, like, what am I supposed to be doing? And you will feel stuck for quite some time. But then what I feel is you have two commitment cards, that is the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. So Hierophant also talks about commitment. So the kind of, I think it's going to be mutual. It might take you time to come to this conclusion about, what decision am I supposed to be taking. You're going to feel stuck for quite some time, but then all of a sudden you have this illumination, like this sudden, um, striking, like something which is very sudden, and you will have this realization that what you truly want. And again, I mean, like, this whole month, by the end of the month, or this whole month is going to be, you're going to be a lot in your head, but then you will also figure out things that you want to get committed to. So there's a lot of commitment coming about in your way, and there's a lot of emotional satisfaction that you'll be gaining from this entire month. So overall, I feel like the entire month would go really well, and I think during this point of time you are going to be, I think, learning a lot about law of attraction. You're going to be learning a lot about these laws of the universe, so that you can attract better into your life, because I think you are having these major changes happening with you, and you would feel the need to learn something new. So that is what I'm getting for you all. So that's it for pile number one. Let's move to pile number two. The ones who have chosen pile number two, you have the cards: Five of Swords, Strength, Eight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the last card is from the Wisdom Oracle, to the Sea. So what is September bringing for you in this particular month? What I would be saying is, with the To the Sea card, just simply go with the flow this entire month. I mean, like, whatever is coming your way, um, and no matter how things are turning out to be, you just go ahead, like, simply go with the flow. Don't try to fight it, don't try to resist it, because that's going to bring you more pain. Okay, resistance and not going with the flow is going to hurt you more than actually going with the flow. So that is the advice that I have for you for this particular month. Okay, the ones who have chosen pile number two. And what I feel like is you are going to withdraw yourself you from people and situations who bring a lot of mental conflict for you. So anything that is like drama, sounding like drama, or anything that feels also like drama to you, this particular month, your patience is like really thin. So with the Knight of Swords, you are ready to cut out any kind of people, any kind of situations who are not serving you. So with the Knight of Swords, this particular person, if you're not here for my good, then please leave. It's something like that. I'm not going to put up with shitty situations, shitty people. I'm not going to put up with that. And I think that also talks about, it's going to be like quick. Things are going to be like real quick. Okay, with the Knight of Swords. And with the Knight of Swords, I think someone is going to rush into your life with some form of communication, and this communication is going to be really good. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So you are going to have some form of communication that is going to be really good. And with the Five of Swords, like I spoke, that you are going to be cutting out people from your life, but I would also recommend that you do not get into fights. Okay, do not get into situations where you have to like explain yourself to people. If Don't go into the battle mode, just don't go into the battle mode. And with the strength, this entire month would require you to have a little more extra strength. I know already that you people are really strong, because you have the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from things that are not serving you, and that is not easy, because these things at one point of time in your life had brought about so much of happiness, and all of a sudden walking away from these things can be really exhausting. Okay, can be something really hard to do, but then you're taking up that step. So with the strength card, you are really strong people, and you have enough strength. You can overcome any form of situation that life throws at you. So, what I would be saying is, have that, believe that you have that willpower, you have the determination to walk away from things that are no longer, bringing you happiness, or no longer teaching you anything, or there's nothing left to learn from it anymore. And one of the best things that you can do for yourself is to get out of this mode of, walking away and just feeling really like these things are taking a lot of willpower of yours. It requires a lot of strength. What you need to be doing is concentrate. I think you are going to like to shift your focus from all of these things that are happening in your life. What you're going to be doing is, with the Queen of Pentacles, you are going to focus on your career. Going to focus on how to make money. You're going to focus on building a comfortable life rather than pleasing everybody else. You are going to deal with this entire situation in a more better way than is what expected out of you. So you are going to, whatever life throws at you, you're going to deal it in a better way. And with the Queen of Pentacles, what I feel is you will start concentrating on building a very comfortable life for yourself, where you are just going to feel like, okay, I'm in that power, that position. And I think you just want to go ahead and bring about this stable foundation for yourself. You are concentrating on yourself. You are trying to be self sufficient. Okay, So I think overall, this entire month would see some form of recognition to you in the form of your career side. Okay, so you're going to have some form of there's a stable growth. Okay, you with the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to have a very stable growth in your career. And the best thing is you're cutting out people that do not have the best interest in for you. So that is what I'm getting for this particular the ones who have chosen pile number two. And the only advice that I can give you is simply go with the flow and believe that you can overcome the situation. Every time I get strength, these are really strong people who can go about overcoming any situation in life that life throws at them. So, all the best for this particular month, and thank you. The last pile that we have here is you have the Two of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Magician, Nine of Cups, you have the Five of Cups, and then to be fair. Okay, what is September bringing for you? To the ones who have chosen pile number three. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, okay, with the Two of Wands, this talks about you having to make a decision. Having to make a decision about something that is something that you already know, as in, like, between two different worlds. It is something like that. Like, there is this present you who's very comfortable, who knows everything that they are supposed to be knowing about a particular thing. So, if this is relating to career, of if this is relating to love, for that matter, okay, let's just first take it as career. So, if you are taking this as a career, what is going to happen is you already are very good at what you have right now. So let's just say you are right now a doctor. Okay, so you know everything about what is, your profession, what you're supposed to be doing. But if it is no longer bringing you happiness, and you have some other interest of yours, and you are like, okay, I don't know much about this particular songwriting or being a writer, I do not know much about it, but then I want to be a writer. So if you have something like this is like, you you knowing something really very well, but then still you're looking at the prospect of something else. So it is that with the Two of Wands. And if I talk to you about love in this matter, I feel like you are like, am I supposed to be moving on, or am I supposed to just wait and see if things turn out okay with this particular situation? So this probably can be of that as well. But with the Four of Swords, what I feel is all the answers that you're seeking, okay, you're going to find them when you start to meditate, when you start to distance yourself from people and go within and try to look for answers that you're seeking. And what is going to happen is when you distance yourself from people and stay away from for some time and reflect on a lot of things, reprioritize your life, reflect, like start to figure out what you really want. When you are going to reflect in that way, what is going to happen is, after you come out of this, I think this is going to happen in the middle of the month, where you feel like you are the magician. You can manifest anything that you want. So if you are wanting a new love, if you are wanting a new job, you are going to manifest that, because with a magician, you're going to have the perfect conditions that you're looking out for. The magician, you are just going to feel so optimistic. So, overall, what I can be telling you people to be doing in this particular month is take some rest. Try to rejuvenate yourself. Try to reflect on a lot of things. Reflect on, reprioritize your life. So, with the magician, after you come out of this, what is going to happen is you're going to feel so much more optimistic about your future, optimistic about anything that you want to achieve. So, you're going to be this rejuvenated person who can go about achieving anything in life. That is what you're going to be having. And with the Nine of Cups, what I feel is you're going to start concentrating on yourself. You are going to be working hard on yourself, working hard to make yourself a better person. It can be your profession wise, or it can be just self love for that matter. But then I think during the end of the month, what is going to happen is you're going to feel some sort of loss, some sort of this could be like you, I mean, like, if you decide to walk away from a particular person at one point of time, they were really important in your life, and if you decide to walk away, you are going to mourn the end of that relationship. But then what is going to happen is you still are the magician. You can manifest whatever you desire. So what I feel is with the Five of Cups, and try to turn your back to things that do not, are just empty, like, things that do not make you any more happier, or you, when you feel a sense of loss, just turn your back, moan it, I mean, like, get it out of your system, moan it, but then believe that there's something better if you decide to walk away. Okay, and to be fair talks about you, I mean, like, balance is going to be restored. So whatever you've lost, see, with the Five of Cups, so the Three of Cups are like spilt, but then you still have two cups here standing. So what is going to happen is, do not worry about the fact that, okay, you've lost something, because to be fair is, you can say it's more of like a Libra card, where balance is going to be restored. So whatever you've lost, there is something better to replace it. And the more you work hard on yourself when it comes to your career, the more you work hard on yourself, the more you put in effort, you're going to reap the rewards. So whatever you're going to put in, you're going to reap the same rewards. The same thing happens. So overall, what I would be telling you is, in this entire month, try to make sure that you don't do wrong by people, because I mean, like, if you are doing wrong by people, it's all going to come back to you, because you have to be fair as your card. So make sure that in your, the way you are operating, the way you are moving forward, okay, the way you are going through this entire month, make sure that you are fair and just to not just yourself, but to people around you as well. So overall, I can just tell you that concentrate on being, focus on yourself, and believe that you're a magician. You will be manifesting things into your life. So manifestation during this particular month, whatever you're desiring to be wanting in your life, it is all going to come about. So do not worry about this Five of Cups. Whatever you are desiring is going to manifest into your life. So that is what I'm getting for your reading. Thank you.